Can you make a VOD interesting? That was my question throughout my last stream with my KBD75 V2, which is a custom keyboard and actually my first entry into the hobby that is custom keyboards. Throughout this stream, I had some funny interactions and just I was able to talk about some stories that happened throughout some time, and I realized I had some footage of said stories during said adventures. I was figuring if I can use some of that footage almost as B-roll and put it together and make a VOD, a video in its own right. So this is the first time I'm trying to put a VOD like this together. This definitely isn't going to happen for every single stream I do, but this one in particular hit me right in the sweet spot. If you're a keyboard enthusiast and you just want to hear what the sound quality is like or just the acoustics of said keyboard, head over to this timestamp and you'll be able just to listen to the acoustics of the keyboard, and you'll actually be able to hear the difference between the same motions in a fight stick or a joystick compared to a keyboard. Little fun thing I decided to put together after the stream was done, but there you go. You have it if you're curious of the difference. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little science experiment I had with this whole VOD situation. It's about an 8-hour stream that I compressed into about just under half an hour, so hopefully it won't take up too much of your time, but I know you guys are staying home and not doing shit anyway, so please enjoy.
Welcome to the revolution. Hey,
today, pretty simple stuff. For the beginning, at least. For the beginning stuff is gonna be pretty easy. So you have the all fight stick here, and the plexi on top. Now this took forever to get here. I'm just replacing my art that I have. I made some trolley ass arcade-esque art, and I want to throw it on just to see what it looks like. I originally was gonna go with like a more like purpley kind of color like this to match my artwork, but that just didn't work out. This is the artwork. If you guys were here or in my YouTube stream a while ago where I was unboxing hella stuff, this is the same like design, but it's not the same one. This is gonna be really fast. I just want to throw on the buttons and stuff and see how it looks. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it because I actually really like the simple layout that I have going with the all fights currently. But the part that's gonna take forever for me to do. I stream with the mirrorless. It's the Sony a6500. Today, I'm diving in head first into the magical world of custom keyboards. These are trash pandas. They're tactile linear, I think. I'm not super familiar with keyboards quite yet, and I'm gonna loop them. I have some Shinetsu grease, which everybody uses that Crytox 205 grade 0, but this time I have this on hand and I'm just curious to see if this is gonna work. I looped one of the switches and it definitely takes out like the spring reverb, and it sounds a little bit better. I'm not sure about the feeling because I'm not really super familiar with the whole looping switches and just the whole keyboard shit in general. The looping portion is gonna take forever because I have to loop like 75 switches. What keyb is it? The keyboard that I got, what's up Styly, is the KBD75 V2. And you guys already know most of my look, like my logo is purple, background's kind of purple-esque. So we went with the purple, like, you know, design. And it's pretty fucking nice. I've noticed on like the standoffs though, the anodization's not the greatest, but hey, the anodization overall is pretty. Stop focusing on my face. There you go. So yeah, here's the, I haven't even opened this yet. So these are the Zeal stabs. Wow, these feel way better than the cherry ones. So there you go. Not bad looking at all. I'm not gonna film them, but I might do it on my next build. I'm planning on doing 2 builds at least. I'm debating between like a 96 or like a custom like foolish keyboard. I wanted to get the Rama Karma. If it's a 65, I might still get it. Oh, and I should probably, actually I should do that right now. I'm gonna grab my keycaps. Are you sure that's gonna be okay? Shinetsu grease is the stuff you use in joysticks. It's for plastic to plastic contact. I forgot what the exact run this is, but these are GMK. Nope, I'm scared to even let that move anymore. We're doing the GMK Hiragana. I just wanted something really muted, especially if I'm going with the purple. I didn't want to be like too out of this world with it. I wasn't expecting to get the purple. I was expecting to get the silver, but then by the time I wanted to get it, the silver was already sold out. My God, I forgot this was in here. I was trying to stop the resonance in here, and I forgot I fucking put my shirt in there. You know what? Let's see what shirts these are. So this is a shirt, obviously, for when I was doing media, because obviously I'm not like a super known person in like anywhere. I wore this in Canada for any event, because one, it's Canada. I don't know anybody there. I went there because a few of my friends were heading up there to go for an event. Originally, they were gonna drive up, right, from San Francisco to Canada, and I was like, okay, well, that means we gotta leave like a week in advance, and I gotta let my work know. So I remember telling my boss, hey, so I'm gonna be gone for like a week and a half. I might not even be back till the week after, so I might be gone for like 2 weeks. He's like, what happened if I would say you don't do that? But I told him, I was like, I'm going. Like, there's no way I'm not going to this. And I was like, unless like you fly me out there. Yeah, if you want to fly me out there for an event, and I'll leave like, I'll go to work like maybe Thursday. I'll fly out Friday morning or something. He's like, no, I want you to work Friday. I'll let you get off early, and then you head out there and I'll buy your ticket. And I was like, wait, what? He bought my ticket because he didn't have enough people to cover. I ended up going to Canada. Well, got the flight to Canada, not being there for free, but I got a flight for free. So I ended up going to there, and I made that shirt because I knew I wasn't gonna know anybody there. And the event's called DUI, not driving under influence, but Drift Union Invitational. They're an OG Canadian drift team. I've idolized them for like a long time. They're like a known Canadian drift team. They're OGs. They've been around for like a long time. And by the time I made my fucking commitment to go, my friends were already driving up. So I was like, okay, I'll get there. I'll meet you guys Friday. And yeah, and I was like, oh shit, wait, where am I gonna stay? Freaking out. And I was like, oh wait, I need a media pass to get on track. I was like, hey guys, like, what do I do for like a media pass? What do I need to do for this? The stereotypical super nice Canadian guy was like, yeah dude, just come up to my place and I'll house you for the weekend. We'll just go shoot drifting. And I was blown away. You know what? If I meet this guy, I could just die. I'll wake up with no continue screen, no extra life, no Phoenix down. I went to his house. He ended up becoming he's probably like one of my best friends when it comes to like people I don't see very often. And Tyler, I doubt you'll ever catch this. Like, he helped me out for that. He housed me and we just had a grand old time. I shot drifting. There's this hella funny portion of the video for the video I did where I'm sitting down. It's like a long chair. I forgot what it was. And I just sat down in it as cars were just like drifting past me. And I was like, this is what I live for right here. This is sick. Went there, got back fine, and went to work that following Monday. Like I never even went to an event. Have I played Final Fantasy VII Remake? No, which is worse because I've never... Oh, I shouldn't even say it. Okay, alright, I'm gonna put my flame suit on the moment I say this. I have never beaten or played the full game of Final Fantasy VII. I mean, that's fine. Like, you weren't of the age group of when it came out, but you guys don't know I'm 30. Final Fantasy is, if you guys know, like, they sent out the demo disc that had Final Fantasy VII. The trailer for, fuck, it was that clown running, what the hell was his name? The 90s were fucking wild. Final Fantasy VII, that game, the trailer for Gecko, and one more. I don't remember what the other one was. But yeah, no, I have not played the Final Fantasy, unfortunately. And it looks, I saw the graphics and I was like, dude, that's gonna look amazing on PC. So I was like, I'll wait it out, it's fine. Now you guys can understand why I'm so fucking mad. This doesn't fit on the damn fucking top. But anyway, that's what it's looked like. Should I do a Teja style fucking, here go guys. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Alright, so this is gonna be the long part. I don't know if you guys ever lube switches before. I haven't, which is why this is gonna be such a pain in the ass. So that's what that looks like right there. You see it opens the switch right there in the middle. I'm not sure which one this was. I found it from, I think, Brandon Taylor's video. You just push it down all the way and then it brings it up, and then all you do is give it a little force. I don't want this to shoot out, which is why I'm trying to be as... Ah, fuck! Oh, fuck. Now that spring is gone for life. That's what I get for trying to be a good streamer. I have no idea where any of that fucking shot off to. But yeah, that's what the Switch opener does. I still want to get Holy Pandas even though I got box chains. The only reason I didn't get Holy Pandas because I've seen hit and miss from the lubed from the factory, whatever. So that's kind of the only reason why I didn't go with it myself. Any of you guys have any tips on lubing and such, please let me know. But Tumbo says, to be honest, you seem to be on point. Don't over lube because you end up getting a gunky, mushy mess for a little bit eventually. It'll fix itself over time, but over lubing for sure. I tend to do just the housing in the corners of the stem. Some people bag lube the springs because they feel it's not as important. Yeah, that's what I've heard. This is unlubed, lubed. Oh yeah, it is definitely dampened. Be like the Beard and Brandon, move into other fields and review, or do the content you want. Yeah, that's the idea I have. The only reason I didn't want to do a video first jumping into it is because I feel like I'm still uneducated on how this stuff works so far. I had that practice 65. You have to go into the command prompt and then like flash the PCB. I'm not the PCB, the microcontroller, the keyboard microcontroller. I've never even known what the hell a command prompt even is. I've only seen that shit in like the Matrix. Geeks asked, did I play the Guilty Gear beta? No, I did not. I actually haven't properly played a Guilty Gear in my life. And their stupid ass names are hella hard to follow, and I didn't know which one was which, so I never had the chance to really get into it. I wanted to play Strive. I think Strive's probably be the first Guilty Gear I really give a chance. For those of you who play Guilty Gear, please let me know how you guys feel about the Strive, because I've heard about the whole dumbing down thing, which I don't believe that shit. I don't think a lot of people believe that shit, to be honest. I remember when they were saying when Street Fighter 5 came out and they let Lupe Fiasco beat Daigo. I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, are they trying to make it be like anybody can do this? Is that the route they're going? Because if that's the route, then I don't really like that. Yeah, I have X3rd Rev 2. I want to play, but I've never... Bruh. Oh my god, Icy, you just hit a sweet spot. I'm gonna get to you just in a second. I've never played anything like BlazBlue's the only thing I actually got in on Arc Systems, Works, Games. That was the first one that really got me into giving anime fighters a chance. And I actually really like BlazBlue Cross-Tech. The only thing I noticed is that I didn't like the limited options you had when it came to combo routes. Now, going back to what Icy said, if you haven't heard Drogo's Waves yet, you should. I am a huge Lupe Fiasco fan. I've been to his concert a few times when he was here. I met him when he actually beat Daigo and had a very quick conversation with him.
Yeah, with Lupe Fiasco just beat Daigo all day, FNF up.
I actually shot one of his concerts last year, 2 years ago, when he was here in Berkeley. Yeah, and he's just like really down-to-earth guy, at least when I had the chance to talk to him. Industry doesn't like people who like to have a voice outside of music sometimes, and Lupe was one of those people. I don't agree with everything he says, if I'm being honest with myself. I like his message in his music, and it definitely keeps me in a more humble feeling about certain situations. You can loop the sides and the small legs on the stem, since that makes contact. You mean that? Because that's where because these are tactiles, so I don't think I'm supposed to lube over those little leggy legs. Luckily Chad is very mature and doesn't find all the ass and lube talk funny at all. I mean, hey, you know, I got lucky with the audience I've been able to bring in, even though I talk super immature in my videos. It's hella funny because if you guys notice, I tried like censoring some of my stuff in the beginning and then I just gave up. And yes, before anybody's like, Alex, did you forget to check your PCB if it worked? First thing I did was hook that thing up in QMK, made sure every single button worked. Icy says, no one said it was gonna be fun. You guys made it fun, so it was not as painful as I thought it was going to be honest. Video content is a learning process. Your work is very therapeutic and aesthetically great. I hope to get to your level eventually. Camera work and editing is my big weak point right now. For fighting games, I hit Dragon Ball FighterZ pretty hard last month. I like to step back from fighting games and let the knowledge process because I'm still learning. A lot of stuff. It took me years to get good at Street Fighter. Trust me, dude, my friends would body me in fucking Tekken. And I feel like everybody has like a similar story where like your friends just play that one game where you just get your ass whooped no matter what you do, no matter what character you pick. But my friend like was like, dude, you need to play fucking Tekken, like give it a shot. Do I really want to just like bring those memories up and just get back in that process of me getting my ass whooped again? Before I knew it, I was playing casuals a lot. Broke a barrier, like my own barrier, to figure out if I can get better or not. That's when I started beating my friends, and that's when I learned how to Korean backdash, and that was it. Downhill from there. And I'm still trash. Video content's always been a thing that I love to do. I'm blessed enough to that I had most of this stuff for like a while, and this I found a area to apply it in, so it wasn't that hard for me to do. I mean, like, I had the camera for me shooting drifting and like weddings and just like other stuff that had nothing to do with what I'm doing now. No matter when it came to my YouTube channel, or when it came to my streams, or when it came to my audio, I wanted it to match the aesthetic that I'm going for. No matter if you go from my YouTube channel to here, and then the video quality shouldn't change. You should be able to expect the exact same thing that you see on YouTube on Twitch. I try to keep that as consistent as I can, which is why I was kind of a little salty about my last video I did with the Taeyong and Help Me, but just certain situations you can't, there's only so much you can do, so I had to take one for the team. Feels pretty legit to me. Let's see if I can even get this. I think it's that one. Look at this one right here, right? That doesn't line up with shit. Like, why is that there? Like, these other ones, like, line up with the screw holes. Sorry, it's hella fucking confusing trying to get this shit in there. See how that one lines up with the hole? That one lines up. The bottom one lines up. There's another hole that goes nowhere. Just a few taps and now it comes back up. I think there was just some loop that was, like, stuck in one spot and it wouldn't allow it to come all the way back up. I think it's fine now. Sound better, because the one side I just realized wasn't screwed down a little bit. I don't feel like doing the Band-Aid mod on this one. For me, it's more like I don't know the pro and con when it comes to doing it, so that's why I don't really mind it as much. And I don't know what the benchmark should feel like. This entire thing is gonna feel new to me, so until I get like a baseline, then I'm like, okay, I know what to expect now. I was hoping to do that with the fucking that other keyboard I had and have that as my my benchmark, but things didn't work out that way. I'd say really level-headed approach that would feel very full throttle. Bro, I used to be very full throttle on a lot of the things, and now I just like kind of tiptoe my way in. Plus, I feel like it's a replicatable experience from other people where they're just like, I don't know if I want to go all the way in on this yet. Wait, and I just realized this shit's missing a screw. There better be a fucking screw somewhere on this goddamn thing. This screw is right here is missing. So this is what it looks like apart. Those you curious? I always hate doing these. You gotta find the part to peel it. Here comes. Ooh, oh. I'm scared of holding it with two hands because I'm scared I'm gonna put too much pressure on the top and then like just fucking break it because I'm a fucking pleb. Top tier peel. Can we get it with no break? Oh! Don't do that to me. We came so far. Ah, that part's hella thin. That part's not gonna survive. But the rest did. Oh my god, this cutout is so ugly. Like, there's no surround for it. Nope, you just look in there and there's a fucking USB type B right there. Also, remember when I was saying that they didn't put a screw in? It turns out they put the other screw in the bag. Don't know why they didn't just put the rest in there. I wish I could just have it like that. That fucking purple to fucking gold look so sick. Damn, this is a chunky boy though. Damn, dude, that's gonna look sick. I was planning on moving away from RGB. I was like, I'm just gonna turn the RGB off, whatever. Like, it splits in the middle, like how it's kind of a little darker in the middle because like where the LEDs sit. They're not two hot spots, but you can definitely, like, obviously at certain angles, you can see exactly where the LEDs sit if you really look for it. But I mean, like, when I look at it straight on, I can't really tell myself. Oh, everything about this keyboard's dope up until you look at the lazy ass fucking Type B connection. Seeing you then, Space Cowboy. Everybody quotes the Cowboy Bebop. I'm just sitting here like, this hand of mine is burning red. So yeah, I'm gonna solder in the switches tomorrow. Maybe I'll test it in Tekken and Call of Duty or something. But as of right now, this is, oh god, nope. It's too late to open that right now. So I'm just gonna leave it. Oh wait, tomorrow is Wednesday, huh? Sasha Gray. Thanks with the follow. I appreciate you stopping by. Love your work. As I said earlier, I soldered in some switches this morning, the bottom row, and then yeah, made sure they're all flush. No, I never listened to Baby Metal, but you have to give me chocolate first. By the time I was listening or gave Baby Metal a shot, I had found this other band known as Otoboke Bebop, and they're like an indie actual metal band. Like, I don't mean like half song, half guitar riffed in the background like baby metal. I'm talking about like they're screaming and shit. I'll throw on a track real quick. What do they sound like? Because they're metal AF. I don't know if you saw that trailer I did for like the whole "Thank You for Drifting" thing, but this was that same band. I think people ask you often about Nathan is because of the aesthetics. You seem to put a good amount of effort in your videos, and that's something that stood out for me with Taya as well. Show vibes. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I tried my best. I was just talking about how I was trying to just stay consistent in how I present my content. And I was kind of wondering if this kind of content would clash with like the stuff I already have with the fight stick stuff. As I was saying, I didn't expect for my audience to be so overlapping between like other tech stuff. Like when I was talking about yesterday, there's when I'd ask people what channels they follow other than mine. Oh yeah, I follow like most of like the typical tech channels, which is kind of something maybe I should have expected it, but because you know it's all about peripherals at the end of the day, right? Oh wow, I just broke the pin off that. I feel like that's your internalized cry after figuring out you broke a pin. One of those perfectly timed screen moments. But when I didn't think about the aesthetic thing of why people, because like there's been people who just been coming in and out and just asking me if I know who Taya is. If I'm being honest with myself, that's kind of why I think JDCR ended up hosting me. I gotta be a professional streamers, okay, so I can learn how to Twitch act good. That's all for the switches. Like, tell me that purple and gold doesn't look fucking sick. Damn it, this makes me want to get purple keycaps. If you guys remember the space bar sounded really nasty last night. After I soldered this row right here, it definitely made it a lot more, not like a thok, but thunky. So let me put this in the QMK and just make sure all the connections are all good. All right, guys, you ready? Here we go. Boom. Amazing. I know. It's okay to be amazed. All right, right now we're gonna check to make sure this shit is looking good. Jesus Christ, I forgot about that. So what we're doing here is making sure all the buttons work. I should probably minimize OBS just in case I accidentally stop the stream. That's so weird. This is page up. So is this page down? Oh, it is. Space bar. See if I wasn't paying attention, that might have stopped the stream. F6. Like, oh fuck. Okay. That's it. That's that. It all works, friends. We done good. It's time to put this in the case. Time to get some keycaps on this. Someone linked me. Minterly? I almost, do you see that? I almost did it again. So I usually keep obviously keyboard on the desk, and I keep naturally wanting to use this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have my other keyboard on my lap because this one's not even plugged in. Minterly? Damn it, I did it again! She's a keyboard builder and set designer. She's made popular sets like what? Yeah, I usually don't. I build usually like fight sticks and stuff. This is the first build for keyboards that I'm doing. Started to get into keyboards since like December. I knew of them, but I never really looked too deep. I like to do custom fight stick stuff, so why not just give it a custom board a shot? This isn't gonna be the only build I do. I plan on doing another one in the future. Still trying to focus on my face. See how it has like the purple accent with the hiragana down at the bottom. So it's either these or my GMK hiragana set, which I'm probably gonna use the GMK hiragana regardless of what you guys say, because it is expensive and I should have used it in the first place. This fell yesterday, and I can't read hiragana very well, so I'm going to figure out where they're supposed to go eventually. But okay, this is obviously the space bar. You got Brandon Taylor vibes. Sure. I know, I may know why. Not just a skin color, background color overlay. I don't know, maybe he might be my roommate. He may be in the other side of the room. Batsy Tate lives upstairs, you know. Go get BT. I'm sorry, I can't. He's busy at the moment. He said if I ever go in his room without him knowing, he's going to convert to having membrane switch keyboard reviews instead and sell his Real Pro. This is Cole, I think. Fizzello's now hosting me. You guys are too kind to me, you know that? I'm over here just having a grand old time with you guys, and you guys just keep pumping me all with this love. Might have overlubed that one. That one's significantly softer. If you guys saw last night, like right as I took this out, like the keys on the inside just all slid out. So usually this keycap set, from what I can tell, is usually for 65%, which usually deletes the function row, which is why I'm thinking about using my other keycaps to actually use there. There's no function row, so there's not really much I can do. Yeah, if it was like a more muted tone like the top color, the top ones are, it's also not centered, so it makes it look like it's off center. I think it's also because like here seems a little crowded. It makes it look unproportional, you know what I mean? So the GMK, the feel of these, I like the way that, like the PBTs have that like chalky kind of feel in the beginning. It does start to wear away after a while, but I like the way the GMK feels because, let me put it down. Jesus. Spacebar is still kind of loud. Damn, now I'm starting to think I didn't loop the spacebar even more. My first board, yay! Yeah, this is the 75. Play Tekken with it? Alright, let's do it. Fuck. This is so bad. That's not even what I wanted. How do people play like this? Can I get one Doria? Just give me one Doria. Oh! Okay, we got a Doria. I want to hit at least one instant dive kick. So like, for me, I never had the need to own a keyboard until I got my fucking PC. And that was maybe 3 years ago. I did it. I'm the best. I'm the best Elisa player on the fucking world. This is gonna be bad. The max I can ever do is like maybe 30 words per minute. Oh shit. Oh, I don't know where day is. I accidentally even backed all the way out somehow. Redo. Oh shit, this is so bad. What I can tell I'm naturally doing is actually finding the home keys, which I never do. But this board forces me to like know what the hell I'm going to. It went from a turtle to a T-Rex. Oh, here we go, last time. And like having to learn how to use my entire hand instead of just being a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, I feel like I could beat 37. Can we get 40? Come on, can we get 40? Can we get 40? Can we? I am now an octopus, but this is done. The first keyboard I've ever built successfully. 75%. We'll definitely have to do a 65% probably next, so I can properly put the GMK Hiragana set on what it's supposed to be on. But it came up pretty good. Dude, I love the sheen from the brass plate, even though you can see it. There's something with the stabilizer on the right side. I'm not sure what it is. Like, you see that? Whew. That's it for this one, guys. I appreciate everybody who came out today, the host earlier. They finding out that mixed interests actually go into my channel, so a little more overlapping than I was assuming. Peace out. Till next time.